Hello guys, today in this video I am going to demonstrate you the few important things about the records. So before that, let me first bring up here what is records. So as you can see by the definition that it is a keyword which defined to reference tab that provides built-in functionality for encapsulating the data. That means at the place of class you can use records, at the place of structure you can use records. Okay, so the main purpose of records is also similar to the classes, like it allow you to encapsulate the data by using the access specifiers, by using the by defining the properties, by supporting the inheritance. Okay, so all these things it also provides you in the similar fashion as classes provides in the C#. So as you know, it has been introduced in the C#9. You can see it is beginning with the C#9, and these three things we can also define this class records. So you can see this is a simple way to define a record. This is the property and with the default values. Okay, and this is also the default value, but there is a little bit difference here. You can see here we have defined init and here we have defined set. Okay, that means in record you can define init as a at place of set, and you can also define it set. So init is basically we can say it read only parameter. That means whenever we define any property as init, that means it will be the read only, means it will work like read only parameter. So let me go ahead for the demonstration. To do that, let me first create a project here. So I will click here on here, like create a new project, and here make sure to choose C# .NET Core 5. Okay, so here I will only create the console application and I will click on the next. Okay, and here let me put a meaningful name here, demo. Okay, and records. Okay, and here I will click on next, and here make sure that you have chosen here the .NET 5.0 for the current version, or .NET 6.0 as well, but I have not installed the .NET 6, therefore it is showing me only the .NET 5.0. okay, but if you want you can use .NET 5.0 or 6.0, but make sure you are not using like .NET Core 3.1 or 3.0 or any previous version, because in that in that .NET framework you will not get the C# 9.0 version. Okay, so here I have selected .NET 5.0 as a current, and here I will click on create, and now it is creating, like Visual Studio is creating the console application which I am going to write in the C#. So there will be just demonstration of few lines of code. So you can see here now the project is created. This is a simple console application project, and here I will go ahead and create a record. So to create a record, just I need to type record, and let me put it a name, order. Okay, and here I will put the ID of the order, or let me put here order ID, and it will be type of integer. Okay, here I will use get and set. Okay, but when you use record, then make sure you are means record is basically created for using the init basically. Okay, so make sure that you are using unit whenever you are trying to use record, but it is not necessary, but it is expected when you use record, because record is basically to work with the large amount of data, and it basically means to use the feature of read only. Okay, so let me again put another thing here, int, or let me bring here a string name of the order. Okay, and here again I will use get and init. Okay, and let me put one more thing as a string here, and shipping address, and here I will use get and set. Okay, here I am not going to use init. Okay, and now let me go ahead and use the record. Okay, so how we can use the record, or how we can assign the values to these defined properties inside the order. So to do that, let me just create a new object. Okay, so here I am able to create object of order. Okay, or we can say object of a record, and here I am going to use o dot order id maybe to assign a value to it. So you can see here we are not able to assign the value to the order id. Okay, let me put here. Okay, so okay, that means, okay, just a minute, here also I need to add here public. Let me first put here the public. Okay, okay, and here as well it will be the public. Okay, and once again let me put here sorry, o dot you can see here now it is accessible, like order id, name, and the shipping address is accessible. So let me put here the id, sorry, it will be the order id. Okay, and you can see I am not able to put the value from here. Okay, but if I do the same thing with shipping address, then I am able to do it. So why this is happening, you can see the main reason is here it is accepting the set here, and this is only init only thing. Okay, that means it can be assigned either by using the constructor or when we create a new instance at that time. So how we can assign the value to order id and name? So to do that I need not to assign here the order id, I can do it from here. Okay, so like this I will be able to assign the value. And now let me put here name will be order name, and now you can see I am able to assign the value here, and id will be 1. Okay, and here I can also assign the address as well. Okay, then here I need not to assign the address. Okay, okay, now here I will console the property here. So I am going to use this code snippet here, console write line, and here I am going to use order id plus order name. Okay, and let me run this. Now here you can see the output. So output is, the first thing was the order id plus name. So you can see order id is 1 and name is the order name, that's why it is printing 1 order name. Let me do one more thing, let me create one more object of this. Okay, in the same way let me copy this, and this will be the o1, and here I will use, okay, here I will do one thing, I will compare both of the two things, two creator objects. So I will compare o with the o1, and let me check the output. So let me run the project once again. and you can see here I am able to get the value as true. Okay, so there are few things which accepts the means which is accepted by the record. So those things are here. You can see the first thing is immutability. Okay, immutability, that means we can use init at place of set in the records. So records is meant to be immutable whenever we are going to use the record. And second thing was the value inequality. Okay, so you can see here when we compare this, so in the, if suppose I am doing the same thing using the class, so let me put here class at place of record. Okay, and now let me run the same thing again, and now I will see the output of this comparison of the two objects. Okay, let me run the project. So now you can see here I am getting false. Okay, so you saw that in the when we are using record, okay, at place of class, then we are getting the value of this comparison of two objects as true. Okay, but when I am using the class, then I am getting it as a false. Okay, so because class doesn't compare the value, okay, but records does that. Okay, records compare the value of the these two complete internal properties value. Okay, and on the basis of that it gives you true or false record. So let me do it once again. And you can see, and now I am getting true. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just change it as 2, and now you will see we will get the comparison result as false, because we have changed the value. Okay, so you can see now I am getting false. So this is the main difference, also the main difference between the class. So I mean between class and record. So class doesn't support that value comparison, okay, or we can say value equality, but records support that thing. So now the next thing is non-destructive mutation. So what does that mean, non-destructive mutation? Okay, so the non-destructive mutation means simply like suppose suppose I want to change the value of this address. Okay, but I want to keep these two properties as same. So how we can do that? So we can do that easily by using, let me create here O3, and inside this I am going to pass here this with keyword, and that with sorry so now here that with this, like we can use order with. Okay, and here I can pass the value in the parameter of shipping address as shipping address. Okay, shipping address. Okay, and here I need to put here this one over, not the record name, it will be its object name. And now you can see the O3 will have these two properties as well with this new shipping address. It will not, it will skip this part, this shipping address. So let me bring up here as O3 dot order ID, O3 dot name plus O3 dot shipping address. Okay, and let me also bring up here little space so it will be more meaningful thing. Okay, okay, now let me run this. So now you will see the shipping address with the older values here. So you can see here we are getting order ID as 1, which is expected. We are also getting the same order name, but shipping address has been changed. So this thing, or this property of record is called non-destructive mutation. That means we can mutate from one object to another object with the same value, or by updating any selected values. Okay, so this was the third thing related to the records. And now one more thing is related to record. It also supports the inheritance. So how we can achieve that? So let me bring up here or create one more record. Okay, and let me put here the name of customer. Okay, and here I am going to use property ID. Okay, here I have used it as get set. Okay, let me also put it as init. Okay, and it will be the string as a customer name. Okay, and we can also add here address. It will be string type. Okay, so now I am going to inherit this customer here. So you can see I have inherited the record here. Okay, and now what I will do, let me assign the default values here. So its default value will be 101. Okay, and its default value will be Raj, and address will be New Delhi. Okay, so now I should, or I suppose to have these values as well when I am going to create object of order. Okay, so let me do this here. Okay, let me also print here. Okay, and this will be the inherited values. Okay, okay, so now L203 dot customer name. Okay, plus 03 dot customer ID. Okay, and here it will also have 03 dot address, or we can see it customer address. So now let me run the project. And here you can see we are getting Raj as customer name, 101 as ID of customer, and New Delhi as the address. Okay, so you can see we are also able to access the value, or the inherited value from the record. But what will happen when we will create or inherit a class? So now you can see I have converted it into a class, but you can now here see that records may only inherit from object of another record. That means a record cannot inherit a class. Okay, and let me check one more thing here. if class can inherit the record or not. And you can see here that only records may inherit from records. That means class also cannot inherit the record. So it is the basically completely separate thing. Okay, so both things like class and records cannot be inherited or cannot inherit each other's property. So that's the simple thing. So I hope you got the idea or you got the point about the records, and I hope you have learned a lot or learned few things about the record. But I leave you on up to you to explore more about the records. So thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.